This is a video I've been wanting to make for quite a while now, but unfortunately, kangaroos are quite a hard species to film with.
Zack. Ugh. Why do you keep looking like that? We're trying to get people to like you.
So today I'm going to be talking about another Australian icon, the eastern grey kangaroo.
And the nose is sticking out.
There are 4 species of kangaroo. The eastern grey kangaroo, like Zack here, that of course live on the east coast, the western grey kangaroo that live on the west coast, the alpine kangaroo, which has a very small territory up in North Queensland, and finally the red kangaroo, which is probably the most common. If you've ever seen a movie or a TV show, chances are it was a red kangaroo, which is very strange when the eastern grey kangaroo is the one that most people see, especially tourists, as they're very predominant here on the east coast. Additionally, there are around 50 species of macropod that aren't actually kangaroos, but some do actually share the same name, such as a tree kangaroo and a rat kangaroo, but they aren't in the same family. The eastern grey kangaroo prefers open grassland and woodland like this place here, and they tend to stay in wetter parts of Australia. And of course, like all kangaroos, they are mostly nocturnal and crepuscular, which a lot of people are quite surprised at to hear, which means they only really come out in the later parts of the evening through the night until the early morning. Eastern grey and western grey kangaroos do look very similar, but on average the western grey kangaroo tends to have a much darker face, and eastern grey kangaroos have a much lighter body, like Zack here. The eastern grey kangaroo is also predominantly a grazer, so it eats things like grasses, which is quite different to other kangaroo species such as the red kangaroo that mostly eats shrubs. Male bucks can reach up to 2 meters in height, which is incredibly tall and significantly different to the females, which only get around 1 meter in height. And when they do a behaviour known as high standing, which you'll typically see when they're fighting, this can add an additional foot onto their height. It's often believed that kangaroo numbers have increased drastically since European settlers arrived about 200 years ago because of the increase of water dams, and of course there's less predators. However, this isn't really backed up, and the government believe that there are around 16 million kangaroos in the whole of Australia. Because of this, in some parts of Australia, they've been known to be pests, and there is a cull every year. But despite this, their numbers haven't really gone down, and they're still quite steady across the entire country. They are the fastest marsupial on Earth, and on average can run up to 35 miles per hour. But the fastest ever recorded was a female that managed to run 44 miles per hour. And of course, because they have such incredibly strong legs, in a single jump they can cover 25 feet and jump as high as 6 foot.
Got bored.
The gestation period for a kangaroo joey is very short and only around 36 days. However, with the eastern grey kangaroo, the joey tends to stay in the mum's pouch for around a year. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope you learnt something new. Feel free to check out my other stuff for some more incredible animals.